Did you know that some of the most beloved figures of our time, Selena Gomez, Princess Diana, and Robin Williams, are Cancers? Selena once admitted in an interview, "I'm a little reckless with my emotions, because when you are as naturally feeling as a Cancer, sensitivity isn't something you can switch off." And maybe you feel that too. Reckless with your emotions sometimes, like your heart moves faster than your head. People say you're too emotional, too sensitive, too soft. But you and I both know, those words cut because they hide the truth. Your heart isn't weakness, it's your power. You were born to feel deeply, to nurture, to protect, to heal. And in this video, we're going to explore what that really means. Not just Cancer as a zodiac sign, but Cancer as part of the 12 archetypes of the soul. Because you are meant to live all 12 archetypes in your lifetime. Each one written in your birth chart as a step toward who you were always meant to be. So if this message speaks to your heart, don't just keep it to yourself. Someone out there needs this reminder right now, maybe more than you know. Like this video, hit subscribe, and type Cancer in the comments. That way, this message finds the soul who needs it most. And let me leave you with this question to carry as we dive in. If sensitivity is a flaw, then why is it always your love that people remember most? Which brings us to Cancer's secret teacher, the moon itself. Cancer is ruled by the moon, the keeper of tides, memory, and emotion. The moon doesn't shine its own light, it reflects. And so do you. You reflect the people you love. Their moods become your moods. Their silence becomes your ache. Their joy becomes your smile. Carl Jung once said, "Only what is really oneself has the power to heal." Because when you lose yourself in carrying everyone else's emotions, you lose your own healing power. This is the caregiver archetype, the one who mothers, nurtures, protects.
Look under the protective ice.
Look at Princess Diana, for example. In her famous 1995 interview, she said,
"I'd like to be a queen of people's hearts in people's hearts."
That longing to be deeply loved, to matter in people's lives, even when the recognition or safety wasn't always there. But every archetype carries a shadow. The caregiver's light is unconditional love. The shadow is losing yourself in everyone else's needs. And here's the truth. Shadow is not the enemy. The shadow is the villain in your hero's journey. It makes the story interesting. Without the shadow, there is no contrast, no choice, no transformation. The shadow doesn't fight against you. It pushes you toward who you're meant to be. When you carry the whole ocean in your chest, you sometimes forget you were meant to swim, not drown. But here's the turning point. What happens when you finally protect that heart? Cancer, your greatest gift is empathy. It's not just that you care. It's that you can walk into a room and sense what no one dares to say. You can hear pain behind a smile. You can feel storms hiding in someone's silence. Selena Gomez once admitted, "I love deeply and I think that's just who I am. Sometimes it hurts me, but I can't change it." That's you, Cancer. Loving so much it almost breaks you. But here's the shadow. When you carry everyone's emotions, you can forget your own. You give and give until you're empty. You confuse being selfless with being strong. And therefore, the first transformation is this. You need boundaries. Not walls, just soft, sacred lines that say, "My love matters too." Because the truth is, when you hold yourself, your love for others becomes even more powerful. Comment yes below if you've ever loved so deeply it almost hurt, because that is pure Cancer energy. And when you finally draw that line, something inside you shifts. The crab awakens, and suddenly you're no longer just the caregiver. You're the protector. Cancer's symbol is the crab. Soft heart, hard shell. This is your second archetype, the protector. Princess Diana embodied this so beautifully. She hugged children in war zones. She held hands with AIDS patients when the world was still afraid. She loved fiercely, but she also protected her voice against systems that tried to silence her. That's your gift, Cancer. Fierce loyalty, creating havens in a chaotic world. But here's the shadow. If your shell grows too thick, no one can reach you. You wall yourself off, and even love can't climb in. And therefore, the lesson is this: protection is not isolation. It's sacred care for yourself and for others. Drop a Cancer in the comment if you've ever had to grow that hard shell to survive, and tell me if you're ready to let it soften again. But once you stop just protecting and start trusting, your hidden gift comes alive. Here's something most people don't realize about you, Cancer. Yes, everyone knows you're nurturing, emotional, loyal, but your hidden gift is intuition. You don't just feel, you know. Your gut whispers truths before the world catches up. Robin Williams, also a Cancer, once said his comedy came from listening between the lines of human behavior. That's Cancer intuition, knowing what hearts are saying, even when mouths are silent. But the shadow. Sometimes you mistake fear for intuition. You second guess. You confuse gut wisdom with anxiety. And therefore, the work is stillness, moonlight rituals, journaling, trusting your inner voice. Because when you trust your intuition, you see pathways no one else can. And once you learn that, another gift rises from the tide, one the world already sees in you. Of course, Cancer, we can't forget your most famous gift, nurturing. You cook, you care, you remember birthdays, you create homes that feel like sanctuaries. But here's the shadow nobody talks about. Sometimes your nurturing becomes overgiving. Your love turns into smothering. You pour until your own cup is dry. And secretly, the fear whispers, if I'm not needed, do I even exist? That's the trap. That's how you disappear into everyone else's story. And therefore, your next transformation is this: nurture yourself as much as you nurture others. Let others hold you sometimes. Let your care be joy, not duty. And when you reclaim that balance, another gift comes alive: creativity. Because Cancer, your sensitivity isn't just for people. It's for beauty, for art, for expression. You create music, stories, and spaces that heal. And this is where your final archetype awakens: the healer. But how do you know this path is real? Just look at the mirrors in the world. Selena Gomez, with her Cancer sun, who turned her struggles with mental health into a movement for kindness, honesty, and self-acceptance. Proof that vulnerability can spark revolutions of empathy. Robin Williams, a true Cancer soul, whose hidden intuition let him feel the unspoken pain of millions. And through laughter, he gave people medicine no pill could ever provide. Princess Diana, who transformed her private wounds into a legacy of compassion. She showed us that tenderness can break walls that power and force never could. This is your roadmap, Cancer. You begin as the caregiver. You rise as the protector. You awaken your intuition. You expand through creativity. And you transform into the healer. These mirrors remind you, you're not too sensitive. You're not too much. Your heart is a force that reshapes the world. Comment Cancer if Selena, Robin, or Diana reflects your journey the most. And if you're wondering, how do I actually live this transformation? That's exactly where we're going next. But archetypes aren't just stories, Cancer. They're invitations. Here are 3 tools to embody your transformation, and I've made them into a beautiful, free PDF guide you can download in the pinned comment. Moon breathing. When emotions overwhelm you, pause. Inhale as if pulling moonlight into your chest. Exhale as if the tide is receding. Slowly, your storm softens into stillness. Journaling. Tonight, write, "Where do I give away my care at the expense of my soul?" Let your pen move freely. Awareness is the first medicine. Stand before a mirror. Hand on your heart. Whisper, "I am safe. I am loved. I protect myself as much as I protect others." Repeat it until you feel it in your bones. Download the PDF guide, pinned comment, so you can carry these practices with you. And once you've tried these tools, you'll feel what comes next. The healing gift that only Cancer carries. Cancer, you are not too emotional. You are the ocean. You are not here to be small. You are here to love, and yes, but also to be loved. Because your love is not weakness, it's your lighthouse. And this journey doesn't end here. Go now and listen to the Cancer guided meditation linked in the pinned comment. It's designed to help you release the shadow and awaken your healing gift, and then continue your journey. Up next, go watch Gemini, because whether you're a Gemini or not, their trickster to mystic journey reveals a part of you you've been waiting to meet.